Ladies and gentlemen, hello, how you doing? Dobro veče. It's Charles. I'm sporting my Palestinian bracelet again today. This video here is dedicated to my Palestinian brothers, my Palestinian sisters, and my Serbian brothers and sisters. You know, two causes now that are very important to me, Serbians and Palestinians, okay? These two places are places that I feel that the media, the world media, and the United States government has mistreated for many years. And it makes me angry. And you know, I'm kind of a weirdo. The whole reason I came to Serbia in the first place was to meet some people that I thought hated me. And I wanted to find out, after all the nasty things I'd heard about Serbians, I wanted to find out the truth. I wanted to find out what people are really like over here. Because everything I'd heard there was not nice in the least. The same with Palestinians. You know, there was a recent study, a recent article in Time magazine that labeled Palestinian territories as the #1 place that despised America the most. And so I found that kind of fascinating in a way. And I found out just by chance that there was a big Palestinian student organization here in Serbia. I posted just one day, one night, on their website, on their Facebook page, and I said, hey, I'm an American. You know, I'd love to sit down and talk to some of you guys. I write a blog, and I'm interested in your life and a little bit about you and your struggle and your cause and all that. And the president of the organization, the student organization, Shirar, one of the nicest, greatest human beings I've ever met. I've known him now a very short period of time, but he's one of the closest friends I have here in Serbia. And I love the kid to death. He's a young man from Hebron that's here studying in medical university in Kragujevac, and just an absolute wonderful human being. He introduced me after me being interested in him. He called 8 of his friends from the Serbian, the Palestinian diaspora that study here. They met me at Yalla Habibi. We smoked a little bit of shisha. And we discussed some different things, and I heard some stories from these people, these kids. They're in their early 20s. The things they've dealt with, the things they have to deal with, you know, that just, man, just breaks my heart to know that people struggle the way they are in an occupied territory. They have to get permission to go anywhere, to do anything. Some of these kids, this one young man, told me his story, and it about made me cry, man, and it will if I think about it too long. This young man has not been home. He can't go home. He cannot fly back into Israel and go into Palestine. No flights are allowed into Palestine. He's not allowed to fly into Israel. He has to go to a neighboring country and get a license and permission to go to his home, you know, in the West Bank. It's disgusting. He said every single day he wakes up, you know, he turns on the TV to see what's happening. There's always bombings and different things going on in Palestine. He doesn't know what's going on with his family. He said a lot of times in his city there's only 6 or 7 hours of electricity every day. So he's limited on when he can even try to communicate with his family online. It's just sick, you know? There's no other way to put it. And my country has demonized them. They've demonized the Serbs. And the media around the world has, you know, demonized both of you. And, you know, I only do the things I do. I don't do it to make money. I don't make money, you know? I make a little bit of money if you click on an ad, but it's the equivalent now. I've got almost 1.5 million views. I get about $100 a month is what it ends up being. Maybe a little less, depending on the month. You know, a lot of times I don't make videos all the time, so I don't make very much money. You know, I just do it because I care, and I'm trying to show people that these Serbs are not evil people that they claim to be. And I'm interested in travel videos on the internet, you know. I like to see other countries from a regular guy, and that's what I do, you know. I don't have billions of followers, billions of subscribers. I don't care, you know. I just do it because it's fun to me, and I know people get a kick out of it, you know. So what I'm doing with these Palestinians, I put together this little video that's going to be up tomorrow, and or maybe I could throw it on this, and it depends. I talk so much, but if it's not, I will put it up tomorrow. And I'll show you a little bit of the Palestinian Culture Day that we just had here in Belgrade. that I was actually lucky enough to get an invitation to. The ambassadors were there. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. They had Serbian folklore dancers, Palestinian folklore dancers dancing together in a couple different things. Beautiful thing, beautiful clothing, different. It's nice to see the cultures get together. And actually Serbia and Palestine have a great relationship, and they've been friends for many, many years. Yugoslavia actually, how do you say, recognized Palestine as a state in the 80s. And that was kind of unheard of. The United States is the only country on the UN Security Council that nixed their last attempt, Palestine, last year to become a state. And Serbia, out of all the countries surrounding Serbia, Serbia was the only one that voted yes to allow Palestine to do so. A lot of people were surprised because Bosnia, being a Muslim nation, a majority Islamic nation, I should say, voted no, you know, and some of the others abstained from the vote, but Serbia voted yes, they should, under extreme pressure from the United States and Israel. So Serbia did what was right, and the Palestinian people, the Palestinian government does not recognize Kosovo and has no plans of doing it in the near future. So they have a great relationship. They're both out there struggling to survive, to get their cause broadcast to the world, you know. So Sharar and I decided, after I spent some time with him in Kragujevac and stayed with some really nice Palestinian kids, 20-year-olds, whatever, kids. They're kids to me because I'm old. But one young lady, one Palestinian lady, made me a big, huge plate of spaghetti and some Arab tea. Wonderful. The other guys let me stay in their house. They told me anytime I come through, I don't even need to tell them, just come up and I can stay in their apartment for a place to stay. Absolutely outgoing, wonderful kids. And me and Sharar decided what we're going to do, since I'm an American and I know quite a few people, we want to create something special, because the United States and Palestinians are not supposed to like each other. I'm not supposed to like Serbians. So we thought this is a great place to bring America, Palestine, the surrounding countries, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, maybe even Albania, into a little conference about propaganda and what it can do and what it does and the solutions to fighting that. And we have these big plans. We wrote down a lot of ideas. I've been contacting bloggers from Croatia, from Slovenia, from Bosnia, from a number of different countries around here. I'd like to bring one blogger from each of those countries and have one speaker from one of those nationalities that live here in Serbia, and there's a lot of them, and get one to speak. And we're going to discuss the effects of propaganda. I will be speaking, Sharar, one of the Palestinians, will be speaking, and we just want to find a way to be like me, to be like him, to ignore everything that's going on, what people are telling you, what governments are telling you, and to sit down and talk and meet and listen to each other and find a way to, maybe if we could change one person's view, or not really change the view, if we can create somebody to open their mind just a little bit more, you know, that might trickle down into their kids and their family, and it's a way to help eliminate hatred. You know, I know you can't forget the things that have happened in the past, but you've got to be able to move forward, you know, and live together. The next generation is here. A lot of those crimes and the disgusting things that happened, those people are getting older now, okay? The new generation's here. Let's work together. We're all on this earth for a short period of time to make a little bit of money, to feed our families, to do our thing, and then we're gone, you know. So why not just do it in somewhat of a civilized manner? And we think this conference will be an awesome, awesome thing. So if you know any bloggers from the surrounding countries that would be interested in this, please contact me. I'll put my email address in the thing. And if you know any of those countries that are living here in Serbia, any just residents that don't mind public speaking, please let me know. We hope to have this in a real nice location here in Serbia, maybe Zlatibor. We've got a couple ideas we're talking about, and we're going to make it maybe a 3-day conference. And at the end, we're going to discuss ways to help poverty also. Ways that they do in Palestine and that we do in the United States on small scale food drives and different things that we think could benefit some of these struggling areas and cities. And we're going to have some different activities planned for these people too when they come from Slovenia, Croatia, and whatnot. We hope to bring a number of people. and we'll have little 3-day, some different excursions planned, ethnocellos, some kafana stuff, and it'll be fun. It'll show Serbian culture to a lot of these people that are a little bit anxious maybe about Serbia. And then we hope to make this a conference that next year might be in Albania or next year in Bosnia or somewhere else to make it a yearly thing. And we've got American support, we've got the Palestinian guys behind us, we've got a bunch of people that are supposed to distrust each other, and we're hoping to bring it together and not have World War III. We'll see. Anyway, my friends, thank you. If you have any suggestions, any complaints, any comments or whatever, please message me and let me know. We want to make this a big deal. And I think it can be a great thing. Anyway, that's it, and I'm not harping on politics, not trying to get in political on the Israelis or your Balkan neighbors or anything like that. I'm just talking about regular, average, everyday people, okay? So keep your negative, hate-filled comments to yourself, because I'm not interested in reading them, okay? Thank you. Hvala vam puno. Prijetno.